Hollywood, here we are. Hi, I'm Brian Gluckstein, and we are celebrating 20 years of GlucksteinHome at Hudson's Bay. So let's take a look at some of the big moments over the years. I haven't seen any of this, so let's see what we have. Oh my God, look how young I looked 20 years ago. I remember this campaign, designer Brian Gluckstein, now he works for you, when they cut my head off in the advertising. I think it was the first of its kind, really. There was nothing like it when we did this. It was quite a momentous occasion to have a designer brand, especially a Canadian designer brand across the country. Oh my God, look at me there. That was a good picture, actually. Well, we really launched everything. We launched bedding and bath, so sheets and towels and furniture, and it was very comprehensive from the beginning. It was very ambitious at the time. I mean, no one had done anything like that. I think I still have that sweater. Anyway, let's look at this one. Well, this one is, you know, I have this table in my house, the Madison dining room table. This was really a very iconic piece. This deco dining table in a mahogany, an English mahogany. This really set the stage because this was really about design, and no one had anything like this. I mean, this was really quite something at the time. And I think it's classic that this table today, you know, there's still people producing tables that, you know, have this sensibility today. Oh, that's my house. What year is that? Oh my goodness, that was a big deal. Getting a cover in a magazine is always a big deal for any designer. It really is. It's like getting a little Oscar, you know, when you get a cover. So it's quite prestigious, and Canadian House and Home is, you know, the iconic Canadian magazine, and has been very supportive to me over the years, but that was a big deal. Yes, I'm still in this house, and everything in that room is still there except the painting. It's a testament to sort of classic design and how long it lasts and how beautiful it is. That room still is as beautiful today as it was then. Well, some of the product is in the house. You know, I sleep on my sheets and I use my towels and I eat off my dishes and things like that. So it's quite relevant because it mixes in with that high-low whole concept of interior design. And that, you know, it really reflects the diversity of our customers. That's the objective of everything we design. But I always say if I wouldn't put it in my own house, I'm not putting it on the floor at the store. Oh my God, that's where it all started, Marilyn and me. First of all, Marilyn is the funniest person and the most endearing person. I think I've been on that show for over 30 years, and that is really where the Canadian public really got to know me and know my work, because we used to do tours of our projects on tape and then show it on the show. And I think that's where the public started to ask, where can I get that? I love your aesthetic. I love what you do. Where can I get the products in there? And those products were very expensive products. So that's where the idea came. How do I take that sensibility of very expensive sort of couture items that I was designing for my clients and making it affordable and accessible? Okay, well, this is the bed. This is Sakura. That was a bed that I saw in, I think it was Vogue magazine, and I said, let's make that into a bed. And everyone, you know, not everyone, but a number of people involved were, I'm not sure, birds on a bed, I don't know if it's gonna work. I said, we've got to do it, we've got to. I was very insistent that we do this bed. And it ended up being beyond one season. It lasted 12 years, which is unheard of in our industry. Our industry is always about newness, newness, newness. And the customer just would not let this bed go. And it was very interesting because it was a very diverse group of people that bought this bed, and many probably still have it. I think you can get them on eBay now. Oh, look at that one. That is Bryant Park in New York, and we designed the Christmas tree. I think it came about with the Canadian Trade Commission and Hudson's Bay, and Hudson's Bay being so iconically Canadian, that you know, when I was I don't want to say I was the natural for that, but I was the natural person for that, being, the designer at Hudson's Bay to do that. When I did a speech at Bryant Park and I talked about Hudson's Bay, that was, our retail partner, and they'd been around for, 350 years. People thought I made a mistake. They're like, what store could be around for centuries? So it was quite something. It was, that was quite an experience for us. It was quite the tree to design. I mean, it was like 50 feet high. And then we designed the star on top. It was massive. It looks like this little star on top, but it was this huge star that had to be mounted on this tree. Look at that. That is one of the, if not, I think that might have been the first show house we did with the Princess Margaret Cancer Center in Toronto, which is one of the 5 leading cancer centers in the world. It is fun to use our product in the house because we're really able to showcase the product in an environment and design a product with it. So a lot of people, they'll come through and they'll say, is that GlucksteinHome? Can you get all that at Hudson's Bay? They're used to seeing the product online or in store. It's a quite different experience to see this luxury home furnished with all this product that's accessible. The spaces are very aspirational but affordable. And every time we do, and we say, this is our favorite. Every year we keep saying this is our favorite, but this was a really beautiful show house. Oh, that dinnerware pattern from Lenox. That was a partnership we had with Lenox China, finest China company in America. So when I was asked to design dinnerware for Lenox, that was a big deal. And this one, Darius, was so iconic. This was instantly out of the gate successful. And I still get on Instagram pictures of people setting their table with this dinnerware pattern today. I would say every few weeks someone will post this dinnerware pattern on their table. Oh, this is a number of years ago, our Christmas display at Hudson's Bay, and no one does it better than Hudson's Bay. I love seeing our Christmas displays. And our product always are classic, but there's always some fun in there. The gnomes and the deer. Look at the reindeer I'm holding. It's just so much fun. It really makes me smile. And our customers keep coming back because everybody wants more and more and more and more. It doesn't stay stagnant. I think that's with all of our product at Hudson's Bay. People buy it, they keep coming back and layering more and more. But Christmas is really a fun time. I'm now used to seeing the name all over the store. In the beginning, it was a wow. You'd walk around the store and see the packaging with the name on it, and it was really, you've really been able to achieve what you wanted to do and bring the product in. I still love it, and I still walk around the stores all the time. And I talk to the customers and ask them what they're looking for and help them. I'll see brides and grooms registering, and I walk around with them, and I really talk to our sales associates because they're the front line, and our sales associates are really inspiring to me because they tell me what the customer is saying, and it inspires product. I'll come back or I'll text the team and say, this is what they said, this is what will help, this is what our customers are looking for. Everybody, it's very important for me to spend time in the store. Oh, the book. This took a while to do. This is a really beautiful coffee table book and gives a bit of an insight into who we are as an interior design firm and where the inspiration comes for the interiors that we've done in the past. And really a beautiful book. The book is intended really for everybody. So it is for people that love design and collect design books. It's for people that are doing renovations. And I think that's really our philosophy. Beautiful spaces last forever. It really changes how you live when you have a space that you love. Designer of the Year. They finally discovered me after all these years. They finally figured out I'm around. I remember Linda saying, when was Bryant Designer of the Year? And they said never. And she's like, what do you mean he's never been Designer of the Year? He's been in the magazine since the beginning. So this was quite an experience to be Designer of the Year. This was a big deal. This is being Designer of the Year. So, and it was sort of a retrospective of my work in the magazine. And that was nice to see. And that was the last 20 years of GlucksteinHome at Hudson's Bay. I can't wait to see what the next 20 years have in store for us.